Hello everybody and welcome to episode 1 of my Sims 3 Legacy Challenge series. As some of you might know, I do Let's Plays on YouTube and thought it would be fun to, rather than just doing weekly Let's Plays, to also do weekly challenges, and I figured I would start off with the longest challenge I can possibly think of, and that's the Legacy Challenge. So we'll talk a bit more about what the Legacy Challenge means as we get further into the game. But first of all, I wanted to introduce you to the sim that we'll be playing with. So the rule with the Legacy Challenge is you can only make one sim, and that sim kind of has to create a family from essentially nothing and last for 10 generations, building up wealth as it goes. There are different things you can do to get points, but generally it's just, trying to do the best that you can with those rules, basically, and we'll get into that in a minute. But first, I thought I would introduce our sim. Her name is Hannah Gregory. As you can see, this is her here. She's got, I think she's quite pretty. I love her. I love this hair and this outfit. So the shoes are from the base game, the jeans are from Generations, and the top is from the Sims 3 store. Now, as you might notice as we go through her clothing, she doesn't have an outerwear option, and this is because for the Legacy Challenge I decided to turn off the season's expansion, and this is because a key part of the Legacy Challenge is trying to survive on your own and living off the land essentially, and for that you need gardening. Gardening is quite a big skill to have so that you end up spending less money on food, etc, etc. And for that I didn't want to spend half the year where all the plants were dormant because it was winter. This just makes it a little bit simpler in my opinion, and it's cheaper because we don't have to buy any plant pots to put inside the house or anything. So that's why we're not playing with seasons. This is her outerwear, and not outerwear. This is her casual wear that we talked about right at the beginning, and then formal wear. I believe this outfit, when it loads, this outfit here is also from the Sims 3 store. I really like it. It has this kind of air of elegance about it, and I think that's really important and really key for Hannah, which we'll talk about a bit more when we talk about her backstory. And then we've got sleepwear.
Snar.
As you'll find out in a few minutes, this challenge is set in Lucky Palms, which is a wonderful desert town. So it's going to be understandably quite hot, and so I thought this would be appropriate. Then we have her athletics. Again, don't want to have too long sleeves or too long trousers because will get quite hot doing exercise. And then her swimwear is just a really simple black bikini. Again, this came from the base game. So if we go to her personality, she is ambitious, family oriented, a hopeless romantic, a schmoozer, and a workaholic, and her lifetime wish is to be the CEO of a mega corporation. She loves hamburgers and indie music, and her favorite color is red. This is her voice.
Nagibus Kania.
And her star sign is a Scorpio. So Hannah, a bit of backstory, came from a not very well off family in a really small farm, and she was always very ambitious. She always loved working. She loved the idea of big companies and having lots of money and having an impact on the world. And so she decided that she wanted to kind of get out and go and do that, go and create a business or be a CEO of a business and build up that life for herself and for future generations to follow her. But because her family was not from a very well-off family, her family were essentially a family of farmers and had been farmers for generations, they weren't really able to support her when she made this decision. So she has come to Lucky Palms to kind of create this big legacy, big impact on the world with very limited simoleons. And yeah, so that's why she is where she is. And I will jump to the town now. Okie, so here we are on the lot. Now, any of you who might have played or seen the Legacy Challenge before will know that you just kind of have to pick the biggest lot available, and it has to be completely empty. So we went for this lot, which is 64 by 64, and you are only allowed to start the game with 1,800 simoleons. So if you have a look, this is Lucky Palms. Her work is over here. In hindsight, it might have been better to pick this one, but you know, we are what we are, and we're not allowed to move, so that's fine. It's a relatively small town, but it looks very, very luxurious, very, you know, ideal for trying to become rich and expanding our family. So she wants to join the business career, which we'll go ahead and do now. And whilst she is going to do that, we are going to build a house, if you can call it that. So generally what I see with legacy challenges, and what we'll do, is you have very little space. So in terms of privacy, we'll block out this kind of area here, literally just for a toilet, and that's it, just so that if anybody ever walks past you, it doesn't feel like she's totally on display to all around her. Now let's have a look at some wall coverings. Let's go for, we're saving money, we're going to go for the cheapest one of everything, but I don't think paint works as well on the outside. We're in a very hot place, so let's have a look. Sliding might be better. Because at the end of the day, right, she's poor, but we don't want her to look poor, if you know what I mean. I think masonry might be the way to go, especially just when we get further in. Oh, there really are not a lot of good options here. Don't want tile on the outside of the house or wallpaper. Well, I guess we're going with paint. Just simple white paint, and we'll stick a window at the back, and then jump into buy mode. Cheapo toilet and an itty bitty light. Why can't you go there? That's fine. Right, now we need a bed. Now with Generations you do get a sleeping bag, which I think might be the best bet for the time being, because that way we can get a fridge and hopefully not quite a shower. In that case, what might be best is to go back to what I normally do, which is a wall with no doors, nothing, and it really doesn't matter what it is because it's barely counts as anything. Then we'll put the buy mode, toilets, shower, and fridge there, and then plonk a, oh, we can't afford a bed. Well, given we can afford a bed, let's go with, I don't know if, so that's just so much cheaper. Right, we'll go with this bed just because of how much cheaper it is. And that, my lovely viewers, is how much we are working with. It really is not a lot, but at least, you know, she has everything that she needs. And at the end of the day, she radiates this kind of superiority, and that's all we can really expect or want or anything like that. So she's going to head off to join the career, and then often what I do with legacy challenges is then visit the library and make an online dating profile. I find that's the fastest way to meet people in the community. Now, the legacy rules have changed, so you are now allowed to adopt a baby into the family rather than having to physically birth said baby. So there's no restrictions in terms of the challenge on whether she finds a man or a woman to be with. I personally don't really mind either. We'll have a look at the options and see who we think is best when we get there. Right, she will be a coffee courier, working 8 a.m. to 2 p.m, Monday to Friday for $27 an hour. You want to work at home? Not at the moment because we don't have a computer. Oh, okay. Amazing. Her boss is hitting on her. That's exactly what we want. Okay. We're not going to take a class in the guitar skill actually because that's very expensive. But we can learn it. You know, I don't see what the problem with that is. Okie dokie, we are at the library. Now bear with me if I don't know my way around this town. This is the first time that I have been playing it. Let's drop back to Cutaway and then... Can we not make an online dating profile? I don't think we can. Okay. Clearly in one of the expansions I took out, that's where that comes in. But oh well. We'll have a chat with somebody online and see. After all, her boss found her attractive. Maybe they could date. Right, she's going to have a chat with somebody and then... Let's have a look. Is anybody in the library at the minute or is it just us? From the looks of it, it's just us. Yeah, okay. In that case, why don't we go? What about here? Is there anybody here? Nope. Oh, this is pretty. But nobody is here. Oh, I didn't think this was going to be this difficult. What about the pool? Let's get people at the pool, right? Oh, this pool is cool. Bathrooms are downstairs. Here we go. There's a lady working at the consignment store, but she is the shop owner person. What about this cafe? Oh, this is pretty. Anybody around? You know, it appears like nobody lives in this place at the minute. Talking to Naomi Nikita. Okay. Now if I stop that and then chat with somebody else. Read with Addison. Who's Addison? Oh. Addison has just been left on her own. Is this her grandmother? Nope. Where is her mother? Oh, there's her mother. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Honestly, I don't really know where we're going to be going. So instead, actually what we'll do is you'll chat to this Mariana Matlapin, and then you'll head to the shop and get some groceries. So I have just had a quick look, and it appears that online dating came on with the Sims 3 Seasons expansion. So what I'll probably end up doing is from the next part onwards playing with seasons, because I think it makes things just a little bit easier in terms of meeting people from the town. So that's fine. But that means that's something to look forward to in the next part. Right, she's going to head home and do some gardening with all of these lovely fruit and veg. It's always difficult when they just kind of plonk you in the middle of the lot to know where exactly your house is. Because obviously, I wouldn't necessarily call this a house. We can hang up our high school diploma. Right, and then once she's done this, we'll have a look and find discount classes. You've already got a job, that's okay. Any discount classes we can do. Handiness classes, oh no. I don't really think that suits Hannah all that much. I'm just desperately staking out, searching the town to find someone somewhere that we can go and talk to. Look, no one's in the art gallery to the point where it's all dark. There is a person. Let's go to the art gallery. Who is she? Okay, just wanted to make sure that they're not already in a relationship. Friendly, ask about career.
Pansaki.
Chat. Friendly, discuss work.
Farzo,
Friendly, flatter. Get to know. Just have some socialization. Oh, he's in law enforcement. He looks sweet. She doesn't find him attractive, which is kind of a bummer.
Lots of poison.
You know, it is what it is. We can at least make a good friend out of him.
Asim Vidor.
Ja, grellet. Zundeben, nuf, abedrag.
Let's find out if he's single.
Karakasi,
Because, I mean,
imala.
that's helpful to
Plus
know.
Zun, Sasim, Zabu.
Bibble grepselha.
Narbo Pazet.
Barnuki, Ibanachu.
Oh, he's never nude.
Sigurna,
Lovely.
Ibisa,
I very rarely see townies who are never nude.
Bligia.
Circle.
Arbo.
I'm.
Arbo Gwinchi.
Talimana. Priyabi.
Juxista.
Oh, and he's charismatic. Amazing.
Imali
Nushada.
Rakini, oragiri sit,
Farzo. Warwigamar. Warwiga.
Nuraka.
He
Heavy
is single.
grog,
That's an
tula.
advantage. Right, we're going to say
Criggle North.
goodbye
Good
and go
lord.
and talk to Yolanda.
Damsa Shuza.
Bumi. Oui. Julabaka.
Chat, ask our career. Essentially what we want to do is just make a lot of friends. Because friends mean houses that we can go to that when we're,
Kinamashi na baka.
boiling in the sun.
Nushalaga.
Chimsha. Griggle Flarnuk Sabia.
Nashi Dwarnap. Miss Kabbalah.
Okie dokie. And then after that, I think we are going to head to a cafe of sorts. Is there a cafe we can go to? I think it's just going to be the drinks at Diamondbacks. That's okay, hopefully we can get some kind of food there.
Gila.
Kulashmi. Kulash. Mik. Arbunash. Fargo. Yakifala Pumina.
Benzi
Karakiash.
chuba la
Chimili
kafui.
Flar. Rekaluka.
Yeah,
Krila.
makala.
Right, let's speed over to the coffee shop and get something to eat.
Free tabolatanu.
Ah, there's people
Badu.
here now.
Ubala more nafu.
Right, that's just drinks.
Jonkel
Is that a dance floor? Okay. Cool, we'll go with it. You're gonna have a drink, that's fine. And then we'll use the bathroom and then probably head home, to be honest. Yeah. Let's go to the bathroom and then head home. And then when you get home, where is it? There it is. You can just have a quick meal, have some canned soup, and then head to bed. I always find the first episode or couple of episodes of the Legacy Challenge can be quite tedious or difficult to get through just because you need to really start setting things up. But once everything starts going, I find that it's a lot of fun and really quite satisfying to see how much you can expand the house by and all of that. All of that fun stuff and finding relationships and having kids and progressing in your job. I think it really is a great example of what The Sims is all about. And on that note, I am going to end this part here. She's just going to put down her dirty bowl because she don't have a sink and head to bed. So I will see you all in the next part where hopefully we can meet a few more people, meet some co-workers and possibly have set up online dating. I'll see how that goes. Wonderful. Well, I hope you all have a lovely day and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.